We're
Yeah.
here with Chelsea McLaren, and you did the film. It was "I Love You Too." Is that
Yes.
correct? Oh, all
Yes.
right.
Yes.
I tried to keep it, and then I have so many that I'm like, oh no, you did this film, this film.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. You're perfect. You got it exactly right.
So, what? And you directed? Did you write and direct this film?
I
Or
did not direct it. I wrote it and
no?
acted in it,
Okay.
and produced it.
Hmm.
And then my very dear friend, who I've known for a while now, Neil Matarazzo, who's also my teacher and coach,
Okay.
he directed the film. Pretty much almost every single person that was involved in this film, whether it was in front of the camera or behind the camera, is from my acting community. So
Okay.
it was a family affair.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what made you come up with the idea?
Okay. So it's based loosely on real life events.
Hmm.
I have had many relationships. Um, I was married before, divorced now. And it's something that interests me so much. Just like when people get to a certain place, um, and everybody goes through it, right? It's like that rough patch, and it's like, do they make it or do they not make it? And it just is dependent on all the different kinds of circumstances. But essentially, I just loved this idea of um, how comfortable you are in when you've been in a relationship for a while. Like they're having this full on fight while she's trying to have a shower, and that just kind of like made me giggle a little bit. And I was like, it's just so, it's not the place to have a fight, but when you're kind of in the trenches with someone, that is everywhere is the place to have a fight, including
Yeah.
when you're trying to take a shower. So that's kind of how it started.
And so, and then you got your teacher friend to
Yeah.
direct it, and
Yes.
what about the other actor?
So Sean and I also have known each other for a while. He's also a part of my acting community. And when I wrote it, I kind of just thought about him. He was like the first person that came to mind. I knew that he would be like a really good partner. We know each other. We already have like really great chemistry, and so that was like already set and in place for us before we even started, which just made it that much more fun to do and like play with each other.
Do you guys usually rotate? Like maybe he'll write something, or someone else that you know in the acting
Yeah,
community will
actually,
do something.
I know that Sean writes. I don't know. I know he does, but I don't know. But I mean, like I said, the little community that we've
Mhm.
kind of all created is one where we constantly collaborate and work together. Like Sean and his wife Hannah, who also produced the film with me, they have their own production company, and they do like reading series and are constantly trying to find new writers and help produce work. So we have this like really cool, tight knit community that we're constantly kind of like working on and trying to develop.
And so it's playing on August 7th here. Are there any other film festivals it's going to be coming up
So
in the near future?
I've only just now started to get some notifications. So I started submitting it in the, sorry for that noise. I started to submit it in the spring. So
Mhm.
I've this month was like the first month where I've started to get like a lot of notifications for things. And so you guys are my first film festival
Oh
that
wow.
I got accepted into, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, I'm pretty much getting notifications all the way up through the end of the year. So hopefully you will not be the last.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we have films all day long. It's going to be a long day.
I
Uh,
know.
we usually do 2 days, but we fit it all into one. And I usually have more like student films, but we didn't have as many. So I was like, we could squish it into one because we're all going crazy busy this
I
summer.
love it.
So
I love it. I
a lot
love
of people are
it.
going to be there
I'm
though.
so I know a lot of my people are going to be there. So I'm just like I'm excited. I mean, we're just so pumped for the 7th.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a bar fest, so everyone has a good time, and everyone's there. So
That's amazing.
you kind of either at the bar or watching the movie,
Yeah. That's great.
or both at the same
It's
time.
a celebration. Exactly.
That's a lot of fun.
Exactly.
That's why we keep doing it. We do it twice a year, so it's just
That's amazing. I'm so excited to be a part of it and to experience it with you guys. I think it's going to be so fun.
absolutely. So yeah, what do you have anything else you're working on right now?
let's see, what else am I working on right now? It's kind of just at the very, very beginning stages. I'm working on my next writing project. So now that I've had this experience, because this is my first anything that I've ever just like put down on paper and then actually did, and all the things. So it's my baby because it's my first experience with everything. But so now that I've had this experience, I'm never going to not do that again. I'm totally hooked. Right.
Yeah.
And
It's an
then
addiction. It's an addiction.
I know it really is. Like, you're in it and you're like, why did I do this? And then when it's over, you're like, when's the next one? When am I going to do it? So I'm starting to work. I want to do a feature film. I want to do something that's like a full length thing. So I'm really excited about that. Like I said, we're in like, very beginning where I'm just like writing down all my ideas on a giant piece of paper and being like, what is this going to be? But it's exciting nonetheless.
Would you try to direct yourself? Would you try to direct?
I've thought about it. I thought I was going to direct I Love You Too. And then I just was like, you know what? I have enough on my plate, and this is a collaborative art. And I think that when you're mature enough to say that you can't do it all and you just bring in the people that are the best for the job, you're better for it. And I'm not saying that I'll never direct myself. Maybe I will. Maybe this next project will be something where I do that. But I really do love working with people that are experts in what they do. And so I just think it makes it that much more evolved and elevated, because you're getting more than one head in the room about something, and everybody's there to, make it the best that it can be. So I don't know. TBD on that. TBD on directing.
I know. I did it before, and I was like, yeah, I'm never doing it again.
So you're like, I learned.
I'll jump in for like a second. That's usually, but
yeah. This is my idea, and then I'm going to go back over here.
Yeah. But I learned the lessons of life. So, but
yeah.
So that's really great news for you there. And then you're gonna have some other film festivals hopefully soon.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I hope so. That's the plan.
Absolutely. And so we're excited to have you guys come out on the 7th. I don't even know what time it's playing. I forget.
Oh, we're in the 3:45 to 5 p.m.
Okay, so that's close to the end, because it's close.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of sets, a lot of films. So there's like 78 films playing.
That's amazing.
That's going to be fun. Yeah,
that's awesome. It's going to be such a fun day.
Absolutely.
I'm so looking forward to it.
And you said you have a number of people coming?
Yeah. So Neil, the director, is coming. Sean, my co-star, and his wife Hannah, who also helped produce the film, is coming. Assistant director's coming. Director of photography is coming. Wow. So it's going to be like a nice little. Well, we're all here. Like we couldn't believe. We were like, I can't believe our first film festival that we got in. It's like literally our backyard. Here.
So are you New York? Are you New York, New Jersey?
So Neil, Jack are in New Jersey, and then myself and Sean and Hannah and Leanne are in New York. But like we're just so pumped that it's so close that we get to go.
Yeah, that's why we keep doing it, because you get the New York people, you get the Jersey people, and it's easy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
So how long did production take for you on this?
So it was kind of a long road. I had originally done a reading and cast it and started talking about production before the pandemic, and then the pandemic happened, so it kind of stalled it. So that happened like right before 2020, and then I tried to do it again despite everything in 2020, and it just wasn't right. It wasn't happening. Everything was just like we kept on coming up with one roadblock after the other. And so I just kind of let it rest. I was like, it's not meant to be right now. I don't know when. Maybe it's never going to happen, whatever. And then I kind of had this gut feeling last summer where I was like, I think now is the time. So I reached out to everybody again, and I was like, so what if we do a Halloween shoot? We're in. Everybody just kind of was like, we're doing it. Let's do it. And so we did it was a 1-day shoot for the whole thing, which was a little intimidating and scary. We weren't sure if we were going to get it all done, but we did. And it was a great day. And so that was in October. And then I got it like fully cut to a place that we all were happy with it. January 1. Yeah.
How
So
was the editing process?
it was great. It was a friend of the director's. He was out in LA, so he was kind of. I sent him all the stuff, and we were on the phone all the time, or doing Zooms all the time, and or whatever. But it was awesome. He's Andrew is amazing, and it was also another very collaborative thing, where he was like, "This is what I think." I'm on the outside, so this is kind of like where I'm seeing like the cuts and everything. And then I was like, oh, this is so interesting. Well, we need to keep that. I like where that's going over there. Then we would rope Neil in, the director, and he'd be like, this is great. Let's tweak this. Again, super collaborative and very fun. Very fun. A process that I didn't know that I was going to like so much because I've never done it before. But
so are you mostly from the world of acting?
I am from the world of acting. Yes. 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 So like I said, this is like my baby in every sense of the word. Like I did a lot of things for the first time with this one.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining me for a few minutes today. Anything you want to promote? Anything out there that you have that, I don't know.
No, I mean, no, I'm just like so excited to like be a part of the festival on this next Sunday, the 7th. And I'm just excited to meet everybody that's there and meet you in real life. So I think it's going to be great.
Great. Well, yeah, thanks for joining me for a few minutes, and I will see you on the 7th.
Sounds great. Thank you so much,
Great.
Chris. I'll talk to you later.